Hey guys, welcome back to Tiazi. Welcome back to the train room. Today we're going to be doing a little bit different video. This time, I feel as if it's time to move on from the layout. So I think it's time to retire the Garibaldi Shortline as a layout. Doesn't mean I'm going away. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing train videos. Just means I want to do a different project here. Right. The main thing is the Garibaldi Shortline is a great little layout, and it's a great starter layout for me, and a great way to test my skills here and there. But overall, I think it has served its purpose, and I kind of want to move on to bigger and better things with the layout. So yeah, we're kind of gonna make a goodbye video today. So goodbye to the Garibaldi Shortline. So, I guess the question that's on the mind is why? So, why do I want to get rid of the Garibaldi Shortline? And the first thing that comes to mind is that the layout has served its purpose, and it's time for a change. So, the layout has done really well. It's allowed me to use my modeling skills and kind of hone them in a little bit, and make them a little bit better. And it's also allowed me to experiment with really my first build of a model train layout. So, I'm really happy that I have it, but now I think I need to work to better things. I need to better my skills, and that means redoing the layout. I think redoing in a way that I think will be more useful and more beneficial down the line. So, also, the construction of the layout has been a big problem. The initial Brillo branch line, as some of you may remember, was built on poster board as the base, and this has been stepped up to particle board, and both of those materials are fine in the short term, but long term it didn't really work out. So the particle board has warped a little bit since I didn't make any structure under it, and it's only sitting on a foldable table, so it is kind of bowed up in each of the corners, and you can't really see it here, but from this corner all the way up to here there's a slight grade. So it's a decline and then an incline going to this point where the two boards meet. So that's kind of been a big factor, causing a lot of problems. As well as just the two halves situation. So if you don't know, this layout is actually built to be able to be split into two halves. This is covering one of the latches that will split it into two halves. Great for the purposes of moving the layout, right? But the layout has kind of sat dormant in this room since I put it in here. I haven't moved it, I haven't taken it out. It's sat here in this configuration. So it makes me realize I don't need the modular layout anymore. So if I want to do a modular layout, I'll have to either go to a standard module or figure something out. But this type of modularity with the two halves not working, and it really isn't a great construction. So there's also that. And then another thing that has been going wrong is the electrical. So either I didn't take enough time to do my track laying, which we probably all don't take enough time the first time around when we're laying our track, or there's connectivity issues or anything. This piece of track over here that you've watched me redo in the past, I had to rip all up and try it again, and it's still not really getting the connectivity that I really would like out of it. So running trains isn't as satisfying as I would like it to be. The Atlas track is fine. It's probably something that I did on my end. So in the future, I will be switching to either a Kato Unitrack or what's looking like it's going to happen, some Bachmann easy track. Nickel silver, of course. But still, the main things are, I just haven't enjoyed running trains on here, and that's why I haven't been putting out any videos or really been in the hobby. Yeah, I've been busy with school and that kind of stuff, but overall, it's really been a deal of running trains on here hasn't been terribly enjoyable, with them stopping and not being able to run at kind of prototypical speeds, realistic speeds, and then just it's a loop track. It's a small layout. It's got the grades. It's just caused a lot of issues. So, with that being said, I think I landed on the decision. It's time to retire the layout, scrap it, and see what we can salvage and move on. So, yeah. So let's talk kind of what this process is going to entail. So I don't know what I'm going to keep from the layout. I'm kind of thinking I'm not going to keep a lot. The only things that essentially I didn't make are probably what I'm going to keep. So any of these HO scale cars, these are a hot commodity, and I don't really want to go buy more because it's really annoying how expensive these are in comparison to like a Hot Wheels car, right? But essentially I'm going to keep all those, keep the trucks that I bought. But other than that, I might be scrapping the rest of it. These pipe cleaner trees did their job in the meantime, but that tree is not a very realistic tree. I'm not this color. Even the ones I had spray painted in the darker green, evergreen color, you can see I didn't do a great job at spray painting them. They are white, so and they're also not as full as the other ones, so it kind of takes you out a little bit of the scenery. So I think just scrapping everything and starting over from a brand new base from nothing is going to be the most beneficial thing to me at the moment. So like I said previously, I think I'm going to do it with Bachmann Easy Track. As much as everybody talks about how Atlas Track is great, I'm not a big wiring guy. I'm not a big electric guy, right? I'm still learning on that side of the hobby. So being able to have something I can easily connect together and figure out how to run electrical through it, and potentially at some point in time do DCC and switch to that, I think that's going to be a big benefit of just dealing with like a Unitrack or an Easy Track type of situation. So there are a lot of things that I know I did wrong, and I think I'm trying to cut out as many things that I didn't do correctly the next time around, and that was laying the track and figuring out everything, because I know how I laid my track was not very good, and I think if I can eliminate that factor and work with a track system, that'll help a lot in future endeavors of laying track. So that's kind of the future plan. I don't know how long that's going to take. I'm going to be moving out of this apartment in a couple of months and into a new place, and we'll see what the new place entails. So we'll figure out what that space has and what I can do with a layout in that space. So that's kind of future plans. Everything's up in the air, but we will figure out what we want to do then. So to wrap up this video, I just want to say that this layout has been so much fun to work on, and so much fun to practice my skills and just be able to run trains again. It's been a nice re-entry into the hobby, but stay tuned. There's more to come. I'm hoping to do bigger and better things in the future with modeling and model trains, so stick around. And I guess to end this video off, we'll just show some running footage on the layout and enjoy a last little breath of this thing before I take it to the trash. So here you go. So all the rest of this footage is going to be legacy footage from the layout, because it is really not working for me. I've cleaned the track and everything, and yeah, this is how it's been running. So this is why I'm ready for another layout. So just in reference, here's how it's working. This is full power on the So yeah, the rest of this is gonna be legacy footage. Enjoy that. I'm ready for a change.
Calm down. It's okay. You're like Bigfoot. Look at it. Look at it over there. You all done? You want to climb to the top? Look at it. Let's climb to the top.